Another week, another episode of The Bad Batch. What's up, Squadron 7? Welcome back to another video. So last week on The Bad Batch, we finally got the activation of Wrecker's inhibitor chip, but luckily they were in the company of Rex. And Rex, of course, had the experience of removing his own inhibitor chip, and so that led to the rest of the Bad Batch, including Wrecker, removing their inhibitor chips, finally quelling the threat that has been there since episode 1. Of course, now that that's out of the way, it's time to revisit Crosshair. So a couple things I'll be looking for in this episode. What's Crosshair been up to? Is the Bad Batch planning to go back to rescue him? Who is Fennec Shand working for? A small little ancillary story thread that I want to explore is who was Rex talking to. I've seen a lot of people talk about Ahsoka, Bail Organa, Saw Gerrera, all of these figures that are part of the rebellion in the future. And a lot of those figures I don't really see at this very moment, but let's see what happens and get to the episode. Reunion. This can either mean, oh, okay, we're going back to Camino here, folks. We're going to save some Crosshair.
If you're so sure. Yeah.
It's so good to see Wrecker right now.
Me?
Without the threat
10 seconds
of
till
an
we're
activation.
gone. 10.
Don't tell me he used a live...
Oh.
Because it's a smoke bomb. You think I let you train with a live explosive? I'm not crazy.
I thought not. Well, the good thing is they're still on Braca. That means the scrappers are keeping an eye on them, like right now, which means there could be a chance we see baby Cal. Or teenage Cal. Oh my gosh, he's doing the Captain America thing. He couldn't hold it. What are the chances that one of these scrappers is actually Cal? I didn't get a good look at their height.
The Dianoga must have kept the scrappers away.
It was a Dianoga.
Should clear our deck.
A lot of people were telling me it was an Ibtis Maw.
Not arms.
We're not gonna unmask the scrappers? Man. There's a perfect opportunity there to unmask a baby-faced, red-haired... What is this music? Is this like the Wrecker Omega theme?
Oh, come here, beautiful.
Most likely a short circuit.
Or there's a proximity alert? Please let them save Crosshair.
As long as one of these bounty hunters deliver the young clone intact, that is all that should concern us.
I guess it's safe to say that Fennec Shand is working for Nala Se. But Lama Su seems to want to get more than just Fennec
He
involved.
won't be able to detect us.
Wonder who
Try to
Lama
tap
Su
into
is
the
going
Rex
to
comms
get
so we can monitor their movements.
to help them. Is they're getting someone else involved to help them bring back Mega.
Not anymore. We'll cut through the artillery deck.
A part of me thinks that Crosshair knows that you're listening.
Tapping our comms to track our movements. So predictable.
Huh. Nice to see you.
What
too,
did I say?
Crosshair.
Here we go. Getting real good with that energy, Bo. Yeah. Wrecker, professional defenestrator. Shout out to Mace Windu. Good thing that's not a head bunk. I mean, well, your chips are gone now.
I've never been inside an ion.
Still, we don't
engine
want them
before.
bunking their heads for any reason. Come on, Crosshair. Fight it!
Plan 7 has nothing to do with this situation whatsoever. Well,
They got a plan for
what do
me?
you think of something? Can we use the explosives
Plan 7?
to disable the...
I mean, you gotta love their ingenuity and the creativity required to be their squad.
Sir, the engines are ready.
Damn! That looked incredible. This sequence is the lighting. I can't get over how awesome the graphics look. Ever since like Clone Wars Season 1. The person that Lama Su hired. Right? I know it's not Fennec because Nala Se was like, we already have someone.
Handiwork.
One much work.
Oh! Oh snap! Cad! Oh my god. Holy
I've taken down so many clones over the years. Once you
I
figure
have to
out
reset.
one, the rest are easy.
You're in for a
Yo.
surprise.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Man,
so
you
happy right now.
smart.
Cad is one of my favorite bounty
Kids got
hunters.
it all figured out.
I mean, I don't want them to be antagonistic to each other, but he's also working to keep Omega safe. Is he gonna get his, like, unaired duel? I don't think Hunter can beat him. Yeah. I mean, I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, Hunter, no. But then I'm just like, that was insane. Embo is back. Or not Embo, Cad. Oh my gosh. My mind is going crazy right now. Yo, I have goosebumps still. I can't get rid of these goosebumps right now.
Ground forces have them on the run.
Oh man. Well, it's a good thing Hunter survived that, but man, between Hunter and Cad Bane, I'm like conflicted. Best episode by far. I'm biased right now. Okay, I was not expecting that. I really was not expecting that. So, you know, as I was watching the episode, all I can think of was Lamasu and Nalase, how they were talking about how they needed someone else to act because the Braca situation was a huge threat to Omega. And I thought we were going to watch that episode, and by the end of that episode, we were going to have to ask another question. And so that answered the question of who hired Fennec Shand, but then we would watch the episode, and by the end of the episode, there would be another question that we have to ask, who else did they hire? But I did not think that they would come out swinging like that in that episode with the return of Cad Bane. This officially puts to rest everyone's headcanon about Cad Bane losing to Boba Fett and meeting his demise in that deleted scene. So now we have canon confirmation that Cad Bane did in fact survive the Clone Wars. And now he has Omega. I mean, the silver lining to this whole thing is that he is trying to get Omega and return her to Kamino in one piece, and that Omega didn't fall into the hands of the Empire and Crosshair. So the situation with Crosshair remains largely unresolved, but at the very least, you know, his talk with Hunter and Omega, I'm hoping is going to be baby steps towards resolving things with him, saving him, and eventually removing his chip. But I still can't get over the fact that we got the return of Cad Bane. I was just latching onto that one moment in the episode for the rest of the episode. So I apologize if all I could think of was Cad Bane and I showed little to no concern for Hunter. I knew Hunter was going to survive that encounter, but I also knew Hunter was going to lose that gunfight. So where are we at? The Bad Batch is again on the run from Crosshair. Omega has been retrieved by Cad Bane. I think Lama Su hired Cad Bane and Nalase hired Fennec Shand, and I think that's going to lead to a clash between the two because I would imagine that Fennec Shand wants the bounty for returning Omega. So there's another conflict to look forward to. But yeah, ever since the last episode, this series has kicked it up into high gear. We reached a tipping point with the inhibitor chip activations and the removal of said inhibitor chips, and now all roads lead back to Kamino. We were looking for the story thread that brought them back to Kamino, and I thought it was Crosshair, but I think it is still Crosshair, but also paired with getting Omega back. Yeah, the biggest thing out of this episode is the return of Cad Bane. For the longest time, I had been answering questions on TikTok and other social media platforms as to what happened to Cad Bane, and all I could say was, well, there was a deleted scene, but deleted scenes aren't canon. And I am stoked for the next episode because the next episode is going to prove to be very, very complicated with Crosshair, Fennec Shand, Cad Bane, Omega, and Kamino. And we're looking at a clone trooper uprising. But we'll have to wait and see. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think is going to happen in the next episode. How did you feel about seeing your boy Cad Bane come back? And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you know when I post new videos. But again, that is the end. On to the next one. For Light and Life, we are all the Republic.